Hi, I'm Christina.
Vera?
You guys, we're in a store for a treat today because...
Yeah. This movie is out and it's called Sully. And everybody knows about Sully Sellenberger. I think that's his name, his last name. But he's the pilot that landed on the Hudson River.
Yeah.
And it was January, I believe. I can't remember what year, but it was just a few years ago. But I was watching the movie the other day because it's on Apple TV, and I had seen it already, you know. And it's a tearjerker. It's really good, and it's not a tearjerker in a bad way. It's in a really special, you know, like it just makes you feel good, and that there are people like that in the world. You know what I mean?
I'm really excited to hear it because
he's a special kind of guy.
When Vera told me that she wanted to talk about Sully today, I could not wait to hear what she was picking up on about Sully.
Yeah, and when I first saw it at the movies, I didn't pick anything up really. But whenever I watched it again, it was like, I'm going, oh my God, he was one of the Wright brothers. The people that invented airplanes.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and I believe it's Wilbur, and I don't know the other guy's name, I forgot right now. I believe that's the one, and he was, I mean, they lived, you know, putting these planes in the air and all that kind of stuff in the past life, and he was just so into it, and I really don't know what kind of a person he was, because I never really studied them. I just knew from history books and stuff like that about the Wright brothers. But Sully, he's just like made to be in the air in any kind of a situation. And I think from whenever the Wright brothers did, you know, have the airplanes start going up in the air, there was some kind of cell memory, I guess you could say guilt, that, you know, so many people have died because they invented this way of transportation. You know, but whenever he came into this lifetime, and all of these, and you know from our philosophy that everybody, when they write their chart and they come into this life, it's so intricate that everybody, you know, kind of writes in what is going to be happening, like we did today.
Yeah.
You know, it's just sometimes it blows my mind, some of the stuff. But, you know, when those 155 souls were writing their chart together in a way, you know, because I guess the guides kind of and the angels coordinate everything. You know, he wanted to come in to be able to fly that plane and see what happens, because they charted an airplane crash.
Yeah, they charted a type of an incident.
An airplane mishap.
Yeah, a mishap.
Yeah, and it could have gone, just like Sylvia said, that you can have, you have charted in a car accident. Well, you can make it into a fender bender, and you still learn that lesson, or it could be an all-out tragic, you know, horrific car accident. And this is what this airplane incident could have been.
Gosh.
But this man, oh my God, and talk about angels in that cockpit. You know, and holding up that plane.
No kidding.
You know?
That just gives me the chills.
Yeah, because there was times where they were just gliding on air.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But
that's amazing that it's the same, because, you know, we carry our same traits, and skills, and also because you were saying you weren't sure what kind of a person, but a lot of times we carry the same characteristics.
Exactly. And then because he knew from being the Wright brother, Wilbur, whatever, the feeling of the plane, and whenever he was trying to tell the airlines, because they were trying to say that there was one engine that had not failed, and he is going, no, he goes, I felt it. And he did. I mean, he knew, like, what it felt like. All of the it was just bizarre.
But you know what's amazing?
Amazingly bizarre.
It's really interesting because having that past life experience, he knew what it felt like without all the modern technology.
Exactly.
So it was in his soul.
And he was still able
know.
to and because there was another airplane
Wow.
that had a water landing. I can't remember. I think it was in the Philippines or something. They talked about it in the movie, and they flipped because the plane hit the nose. You have to do it perfect.
Oh my!
To do it the way he did it.
That's crazy. Great that it worked.
Yeah.
But, oh man.
But he heard, he could hear, he could feel.
Oh my gosh.
It was awesome. You guys have to see this movie if you haven't.
I just can't get over that. To me, it blows my mind. It's so very cool because that past life experience, there was no technology as amazing as far as we've come in technology. Did it matter? It was gone.
Yeah.
It wasn't working.
Yeah, and he had, I think it was 208 seconds to decide what to do.
Wow.
You know? And they were talking about this manual that they had to go through, and the co-pilot said, he goes, if I would have done procedure like what you guys want us to do, he goes, we would all be dead. He said, because by the time we went down to the procedure, I think it was number 45 or something like that. I'm guessing at the number, but it was way down on what Sully had him do right away.
Are you kidding me?
And he goes, and if he had not done that, we wouldn't be here.
Oh, wow. It's a real testimony for past life experience and why we chart things, because he charted to be in that situation, and it's just so amazing.
And it's been his life. I mean, planes have been since he was, I think, like he started flying planes when he was 16.
Really?
Yeah, crop dusters and different things he learned.
It was cool too, because it was interesting what you said, that airline was saying that the other engine was probably working, and he said that it wasn't, because I could hear it, and they said, well, you're only human.
Feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they said, oh, but you're only human.
Yeah, you're human. You don't know. The computer said that it was working. Well, the computer was wrong because later on they found that engine.
They did?
Yes. And it was not working.
Wow.
They checked it. But you have to see it. I'm not going to tell people that they haven't seen it. Because
because I haven't seen it yet.
There are ways that this airline was trying to get him to be at fault so that they could recoup, I guess, the money from the plane. I don't know. But it would have ruined his career. That would have been his coup de grace, right? Because he was getting ready to retire.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's
so now,
really amazing.
I think he's making it his mission to help pilots with safety.
Really?
Safety issues, yeah. To make sure different situations and all that stuff. Because no one has ever done what he did.
Okay, Captain Sully, we love you!
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is just the coolest. Well, what a great story.
And we love his wife too, because he said, he goes, I was gone most of my marriage, because they have to go all the time. He said, I was hardly ever home. And, his wife, and you could tell, loves that woman.
Aww.
So she...
Good woman.
Yeah, and he has 2 daughters, so, yeah, pretty neat.
That's really...
It's a really good story.
That is a great story.
And he just has this way about him that he's not, because it could have gone to his head. And it could have like, oh yeah, I'm a hero and all that. He goes, I just did my job.
That's
but
cool.
he realized that people during that time frame, because of 9/11, they needed something to hold on to.
Wow.
But he goes, I have to emphasize, because the airlines afterwards, they realized that it wasn't their fault, that, really there was nothing that could have been done. Mm-hmm. They were saying, well, it's all because of you. And he goes, no, it's not just all because of me. He goes, I couldn't have done it without my co-pilot. Mm-hmm. I couldn't have done it without the well, they don't call him stewardess anymore. What do they call him?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Cabin
people. I don't want to offend anybody.
I don't remember.
He couldn't have done it without them, because they were so on it, whenever they were trying to help people not panic and all that stuff. And he goes, the people that saved them, I mean, they were spot on.
Everybody.
And everybody that they used on the movie, or in the movie, actually were the ones that helped the real situation.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
that
the
is
guys
so
that jump in the water, it was the same guys.
Oh my gosh,
The
that's
ferry
so
boat guy was the
touching.
same ferry boat guy.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I feel
Yeah.
like crying because it's just,
It's
that's
wait till
really
you see
cool.
the movie. It's really good.
I can't
Yeah.
wait now.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So-
going to be a good one for us to all watch over the holidays.
Yeah, and then he said, you know, he realized that people needed to hold on to that there was something good that happened. You know, so that he didn't, because he kept shying away from, no, I'm not a hero, you know, and then finally he said, I'm the hero for, we're all, like, all of us are the heroes. Yeah, not just him.
That is great.
Because I think it took the people that came to save them when they were in the water, like 24 minutes to save them. 24 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. And
That's
then if you think about
amazing.
it too, though, it might not have been that honed had it not been for 9/11.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Wow, that's true.
But they were right. I mean, and it was so interesting too because wherever he tried to land it, he knew that was the place that he had to try to do it because that's where the ferry boats were. He was already thinking about how people were going to be able to save them. Sully.
Really?
Captain Sully.
Wow.
So he not only thought about how to get this plane, you know, on the river, Hudson River, but where?
You know, you guys, I have to say, this is what makes life so interesting and so awesome at moments.
Yeah.
Inspiring.
Because it's not all bad. You hear about, oh, this is a negative planet. Yeah, it is. But there are some darn good people, too.
Yeah. That's so
You
cool.
know? Yeah, that's what I want to focus on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's what we all
So thumbs
use.
up to the movie Sully.
2 thumbs up, exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks for joining us.
But I was going to ask you, like, what do you think? Oh, sorry. Before we go really quick, what angels do you think were there? Because I thought about it when I was watching the movie, and you're better at it. I mean, I love angels and all that, but I just call them. I don't remember what they are and what Angus says and all that stuff. But like, who would have come? It would have been like, I know the guardian angels, of course, because they're all there with the people.
All their people,
Yeah.
exactly.
But like, what other ones? Like, would Asna have sent angels or Father God?
I think because everybody was that calm. I mean, I didn't see the movie, but from what I hear,
yeah, it
everybody
wasn't.
was.
Yeah, there was some. I mean, it was a little bit, but
Which is totally understandable.
Yeah.
But I would imagine because in times of devastation, Asna sends her throne angels.
That's what I was going to ask you because I didn't know like which ones would, because it was like powerful. The ones in the cockpit, the ones in, I mean, not that they're not all powerful. I know they are, but like they were really there.
Yeah.
And it was like, who would be like holding up the plane though? Because there were some that were like holding up the plane.
That's amazing. Yeah, my first thought on it actually is the throne angels. Because the throne angels, you know, like I said, Asna is Mother God, and she sends her thrones in times of devastation, but they are very powerful. They're like her army.
Yeah.
They're female warrior angels, and I just feel like there was a lot of guardian angels.
Yeah, I
and
mean, you could
throne
tell. You
angels.
could tell. Yeah, in the back. And it was so interesting because a lot of the passengers and stuff, I think one lady was pregnant or something, or got pregnant after, and they named the baby after Sully. Yeah, it was so cool.
Cute.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's what we wanted
Wow.
to share.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for telling us about
Yeah.
that past life. Really cool. Can't wait to share more with you soon. Have a great week. Bye.